Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I drug home my parts truck the other day and figured I'd do a little walk around and maybe you could help me unload it. So I drug home this 1972 International 1110. It's a former Army truck and it's in really rough shape, but rather than letting it go to the scrap, I figured I might as well use some parts off of it before it goes. It's as you can see, it's pretty rough. No engine, no transmission. The front leaf spring's even missing. So it's got blocks of wood stacked up in here, making it a little bit difficult to move around, but I think we'll manage. Had to put a set of Scout Rally wheels on to make it mobile. It didn't have any wheels either. See, it used to say U.S. Army on it. Came from White Sands Missile Range, where it used to work. And I hadn't even opened this yet. Actually, it looks like the dash has been on fire. No windshield. And there's a little hole in the floor. No air conditioning, just heat, plain Jane truck, just like the Army always buys. Might have some dents up on the roof there. Looks like it's been pushed in. Seat's not terrible, probably reupholsterable. And we got maybe the drive shaft behind the seat, I think. This is an interesting addition. We have, looks like part of a seat belt used as a spacer for the door latch. Looks like got a little tag here. Whoever put the service body on it that's no longer on there. Kaffenbarger Welding Company. November of '72. Bottom of the door panels are pretty crispy. But rockers are good. And cab corners starting to lose it. I think with this horsepower rating it would have had a 345 in it at one time. 182 horsepower. Yeah, like I said, she's rough. I even had to chain the axles to the springs. They were sitting with no U-bolts, so it was pretty difficult to move. This tire started turning. The other tire never did turn. I think the brakes are a little bit stuck. This is an interesting note. On these cab and chassis trucks, they have a different fuel tank. You can see this fuel tank right here is flush with the back of the cab. The standard fuel tank on International truck sticks back to about here and is a total of 16 gallons. I think these were 10, and pretty small really, and especially when you only got one tank. But it made clearance so that you could put a service body that hung down below the cab. I've got a couple of those. I've set them aside because they're not real common. Ooh, no gas cap either. This fuel tank may not be much good. The passenger door says no. Yep, not a lot of good parts left, but figured I'd save it from the scrapper, at least for now. So in order to unload this, since it doesn't roll, I'm gonna have to use our trusty International 510 payloader over there, and we'll lift the back end up and hopefully roll it off. that was a little more eventful than I'd hoped for, but we got it off, and it's not really in any worse shape than it already was. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Thanks. Bye.